Hey YouTube, how you going? Welcome to another video. If you watch my one, not directly before this one, because I've released a video about some startup ideas, but the one before that, you'd see that it took us a lot of time to refactor some of this internal user code. So what I'm thinking we need to do is actually take a step backward to go a step forward, because we're completely over engineering this thing, and also we're really now at the point where AI is writing the code quickly for us, and we're getting better with the tests, but it's still slowing us down just because of the complexity of this internal user functionality. So if you haven't followed along, what can I bring up? Do I have my mirror board? Yes. Oh yeah. Great. I just showed everyone my email address again. We'll change that. I think it's this file. Maybe. Yeah. So we had this platform admin function. So this is meant to be like a person who works for like my company or me, who's managing the platform, which then within it has our users or companies using whatever functionality we build. And originally when we got AI to build all this functionality, it just went off and created a whole host of things. It's really valuable, but I do think it's over engineering it. So for example, where we have manage platform MFA, I think it's in here. Yeah, so we're like sending these MFA backup codes, which obviously makes sense. Like if you're locked out of your account and you're using like a QR code to log in, having backup codes can help. But it's forgetting that I'm the platform admin and I can just go into MongoDB and delete the user if I really need to. So some of this code I think is bloating the functionality and making it hard to separate out the different concerns. So I'm going to do my best to see if we can extrapolate out wherever needed, or completely delete some of the functionality. I know that means the app isn't as comprehensive, but again, I think it's overkill at this point in time. So if we just take half a step back and we think about creating this initial platform user, we've got this route and we call this controller. So I think this should all be fairly self-explanatory and kept the same. Invalid setup key, yep. And then that calls this service. Generates our API key, generates a HMAC secret. We still do need that. Yeah, so that's all fine. So then when we go to our login, we go login first, because you try and log in for the first time, and it will then tell you that you need to set up MFA. I'm just going to uncomment out that rate limiter we commented out, because we're hitting this endpoint too much in testing and it hit us, logged us out or restricted us. So here we got our validation chains, and then we've got our controller. So login platform, admin, returns tokens with all response. So yeah, if requires MFA setup, if MFA required, if authentication is successful, so create session. Alright, so this functionality we might come back to, but let's just follow this chain for a second. So authenticate internal user. So we got our find user, validate password, check if account is locked, login attempt, generate error and refresh token. If MFA token is required but not provided, generate email MFA token for platform admin. If MFA is required but no token provided, generate and send a token. Yes, so that generates the email token, that sends the email verification token. Okay, so this functionality here with the Authenticator app. Okay, so don't bring it in. So we're not going to need this else. If no. But we're not going to just rip that out straight away. So let's go to generate email MFA token. Let's bring that over here for a sec. I'm trying to find the code where we look at setting up the QR code functionality, and I think it might kind of half be referred to here, and then it's not all going to be here because I think it might sit in our MFA. Backup code. Yeah, so here we go. So this is within validate platform admin. I think if we go half a step further, let's go to our manage MFA. So we set up MFA, set up manage platform admin MFA. So this can be either app or email. And then here, equal MFA types, generate, yeah, so all this functionality. I think we're going to take out all of this. What I'm going to do though, I have noticed that we haven't git committed our code, so just in case we need to take a step back. So this was refactoring user, and then push that up to GitHub. All right, so all right, let's take out that functionality then. So from here down to here, and then also need to get rid of that. Save, and then what was this functionality here in this utils? So bring this over here. So so generate platform admin backup codes. Where is this then saving? It doesn't save the codes. I think we can get rid of that. So routes controller. So this can only be email now. So we don't even need to actually get that. Why do we need to? I'm just thinking, so data console. When we set up our user, we should just set up MFA straight out of the box. Because if we go here, let's do. All right, so what we can do is we'll bring up our Notion, and we're just going to add a note here. Come on. I know this isn't on our to-do list page. We've got a separate part for that, but I'm just going to add here. Oh yeah, you know there. Consolidate, maybe. Setting up MFA. Oh no, not here. Sorry, not for registered user. We don't have that. Consolidate MFA. Set up MFA for internal platform admin creation. So, all right. So, controller. Set up platform admin services. Yep. Okay. So, configure authenticator option. So we don't need any of that. Where's that being referenced? So secret not needed. Backup codes we're not going to need. Save. So where is authenticator.options? nowhere. So we don't need that. We don't need that. I think we can just change this to email. But we'll leave that for a second. Services, all right, and then utils. So send email, we've got our email service. So this is send MFA backup codes email, but we're not using backup codes. We only we don't need this at all. Send. Yeah, it's only used in our utils. So that simplifies that functionality. So then where we have our platform admin, MFA enabled true. This route set up. It's kind of a redundant route. It's only if you want to allow them to toggle on or off, but you shouldn't be allowed to toggle on or off. Alright, anyway, let's forget about, we can come back to that. So we've cleaned that up. We can actually delete this file. Then, if we go back to our login, so login platform admin. So here we've got okay, so let's just follow this chain first. So authenticate internal user. Generate platform admin and bearer tokens, that's fine. Yeah, so alright, so this can go, which means this if statement can go. Alright, still a lot of functionality here. And let's look at this while we're doing it. So okay, so this is a backup code. So if we go to our internal user model, so in here, what have we got? We've got we're going to get rid of these backup codes. Right, get rid of that, save that, which means we don't need to bring that, save that, and then so if no user, if user MFA not, if not user MFA is always going to be required. So MFA enabled is true. And it's required is true. So that can never fire. Backup codes. So send backup code alert used. Where does this come from? Copy internal MFA service. All right, so all of this we can get rid of. And then if we can get rid of all of that. So validate email. That can all go. Alright, now send backup codes email. Let's see where this is used. Nowhere. So alright. Send backup codes email. Verify and enable MFA. Send backup codes email. Get rid of that. Alright, regenerate backup codes. We don't need that. Save. We're not going to be able to disable MFA, so get rid of that. We don't need that. So then if we also look at our routes, internal user, yeah, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. So that's 3 more routes we've gotten rid of. Alrighty. Okay, so we can clean up some of these imports. So we're getting rid of QR, we're getting rid of crypto, we get rid of this. Email service, get rid of that. We don't have that. MFA token exploration. We don't use that. We don't use that. Why is this? We're going to just change this to directly export. I have a feeling this generate MFA token isn't used anymore. I think we consolidated that. Yeah, so we consolidated that into here. No. Generate, set up platform MFA type. No, we set that up in here. Generate. Yeah, we're not using that functionality, are we? Alright, get rid of that. So we should only have, actually we might not even be using this functionality. Because routes MFA to verify in login, verify MFA token for secure login. I don't think we're using those. comment them out for now. All right. So as we think about this, we also need to get rid of some other functionality. So if we look at internal user routes, we've gotten rid of that. So we allow super admin role super admin to be able to create new users. So create additional. Going to allow them to. We're going to keep that functionality. Rotate API key. User status. Look at our model. Internal user status. Active, suspended, deactivated. Probably a bit overkill because we've only got what is the internal user? So we've also got super admin, IP admin, user admin. I think that's overkill for now. So we're going to get rid of that. Hang on. Allowed IPs. This was separate. We're going to keep that. Logout obviously we want. Session management. Terminate session. So this is the sessions. I think a lot of this functionality is OTT. Terminate all sessions. Get audit log. Internal controller. Session service. Quite a lot of functionality for a rudimentary app, but there's a lot of code that's been written, so that's why I'm a little bit reluctant to get rid of it. Audit log. Get active sessions. Out of interest. Yeah, we've kind of had stuff update our code. This audit log functionality is not really getting used. So service, get audit log. Oh, here we go. Oh no, I lie. It is being used in a few places. Like here, that's the model. That's service. Initial setup. See if I can. Okay. Okay. So, what about this HMAC service? Generate secret. Set up MFA. This is the same functionality. So I'm not going to be able to disable MFA, we know that. We don't need backup codes. We don't need regenerate. Alright, I'm going to get rid of that. API keys. Validate. Get days until rotation. Yeah, so this rotate API key stuff, I think we might get rid of that for now. Internal user routes. So, yeah, rotate. So we need to generate API key, but rotate, I think we get rid of. Validate we need. Get days until rotation we get rid of. False rotation we get rid of. Revoke API key. We just got rid of that. So it was revoke. I think that's overkill for now. Right, get rid of that. We just have generate and validate. Alright. So then over here, API key rotation. We just asked Claude to do too much originally. That's the short of it. These tests aren't going to work anymore, but we'll cover that later. And then it's just this sessions thing, so create sessions. So if we go to services, login. Where is it used? Session service. Create session. Create session. Then create session, terminate all sessions, validate session. We're not using it. Yeah, see, this is annoying. controller. Get session. Okay, so we are in some places using it. I really think it's overkill. So if we comment all that out, it's going to break a lot of stuff. So internal user routes, get rid of that. What we can do is we can go back here. We can say in our super admin functionality, we can say removed previous session management capability. What else did we remove? Removed API key rotation and ability to revoke API keys. And removed use of authenticator for platform. So what we would do is we would go previous removed. Just tab these in. All right. Okay. Video. All right. So yeah, get sessions we don't need. This whitelist functionality is going to be separate later on. So internal MFA controller gone. Validate request. That should be in here. Because if you look at, yeah, it's meant to come after the login chain. Validation chain. So validate request. Alright, what other functionality can we take out? So internal user controller. So yeah, terminate session, get session. All that we can get rid of. Rotate API key we can get rid of. Refresh token stays. Okay, cool. And then we're going to have some breaks in session. It's not used. It's not used. Right, session. Active sessions. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. So get active sessions, update user status, session. We commented all that out, good. Session.test, login platform admin. So session service. Just get rid of that. Right, cool. Internal user validation, session management. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Internal user, session info. Get rid of that. Session ID. That probably isn't going to work. Alright, this session is error. It can stay, we don't have any of it. Alright, I think that's tidied that up a bit. So, if we look at generating, what's in our control still? Create internal user, that's going to go. Refresh token, log out. Okay, so I'll create a new folder called log out platform admin. I'm going to rename this to just admin. So they're the two we need to add functionality for. Now update allowed IP addresses. Yeah, so this is going to be, this isn't about creating or managing, but it's going to only be an internal user functionality. So we will call this update white listed IP. I think we have a, in our model, IP list, whitelist, blacklist. Reason, IP's reason, IP's type. We don't have our type. Blacklist. Blacklist. We don't. We should change this to allow for updating blacklist. Alright. Get audit log. So internal user service get audit log. Audit log audit. Create platform admin services. I think this audit log functionality is also overkill. Because again, at the moment it's just me, so like I don't need to audit myself. So get rid of this, save, and then audit log. So save. Save. Get rid of these logs that got put everywhere. User.push audit log. Get rid of that. User.allowed IPs. Update allowed IP addresses. What's in this functionality? Create internal user. Update allowed IPs. So I think on the user model we also have allowed IP addresses. User model. Yep. This is allowed IPs on the user model, not our broader whitelist, blacklist IP addresses. So I made a mistake before. So this is really rename manage platform admin IP addresses. And then audit log commented out IP whitelist. Log IP address. User dot. Log IP access. External user validation. Okay. So audit log we don't need. Log out, allowed IPs, create. So that's all we're going to keep. Okay. I think that will help simplify finalizing this platform admin functionality quite considerably. So I might just call this one separate video where I just talk about, kind of the reasons why I pulled all this out. And then what we'll do in the next video is we'll start to add some of this functionality. We'll separate this functionality into these folders that I created and get that working. And then we'll be in a good spot. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.